Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring my review of the premiere episode of Wynonna Earp on the Syfy network. This week we've seen, of course, episode 1, which is called Purgatory. And, Purgatory, of course, being the town. If you guys see my previous video about the show, you can kind of hear more of my thoughts on the initial premise and stuff like that. And this is one I was, pretty excited about. I only heard about it on a random night, but it got me pretty pumped. Badass female lead on like an over-the-top sci-fi supernatural show. There'd be something I could enjoy with that. So again, I know the review's late, but with this, The Vampire Diaries and the original is my work. I had to get it pushed back, unfortunately, but I did watch it just a little bit ago, and overall, I did like the premiere episode. It's not like immediately great or anything like that, but I can definitely see room for potential for it to become even better. And one thing I do want to highlight about it, that's probably the best thing about the show already, is of course Melanie Scrofano as Wynonna Earp. She does a really good job. As far as everyone else goes on the show, I'll admit they're a little bit dull, a little bit flat, but Wynonna herself sort of reminds me of some people are like throwing around names like Jessica Jones, and I can kind of see how the damaged female who acts like she doesn't really care about anything or anyone, but we know how much of a heart she actually has. I can kind of see that connection there. And as far as what brings Wynonna back to Purgatory is, she's not going to tell anyone this, but she's just turning 27, and she actually has this duty or responsibility that she's supposed to come back for, and that's to vanquish these outlaws or these revenants that are being resurrected, because apparently from the previous generation, all the outlaws that are killed then are gonna come back and they have to be put down again, except for when we're demonic and stuff. And so Wynonna has to deal with this current generation of them, of course being the ones Wyatt Earp put down. And we also see the Peacemaker gun. Of course, that's the famed gun Wyatt Earp used, and Wynonna knew right where it was. She had thrown it away due to a past traumatic experience when she was a child, when her family was killed, or at least some of them. One of her younger siblings or sisters, Willa, it was, yeah. Her and Waverly survived, but her father is killed by her, actually, and that's a more serious point to the show, because we see little flashes of what actually happened, and apparently she had picked up the Peacemaker gun because she's such a bad shot. She actually shot her father, and because of that, I feel like that's a traumatic experience that's forever going to make her like really hesitant to pick up a gun, or at least have confidence in herself firing it ever again. So that part's kind of interesting, but we know as the show goes along, she's probably going to become more of a sharpshooter and stuff, just like Wyatt Earp himself was. But that's one of the more interesting, serious points of the show, I'd say. And then there's also this Agent Dahl's character. He's sort of looking into the situation himself. He seems to be aware of the supernatural ongoings of the town, and he's trying to recruit Wynonna into their task force, to deal with these. And she's given the deputy badge at the end of the episode, so it's becoming an even bigger thing. Wynonna also meets Doc Holliday, who she doesn't know is Doc Holliday yet, but they kind of get a little bit flirty, and Wynonna just sort of brushes him off as like a Wyatt Earp crazed whatever he is. You know what I mean? She just comments on his outfit and stuff. So she also has to deal with this outlaw. He's sort of just like a demon type thing. I don't think he is a vampire or anything like that, but I will say the effects for the show so far, they're okay. They're definitely not bad so far, but I've seen certain clips later on of where the certain like mist or fogs and stuff end up looking a little sketchy, but we'll talk about that when the time comes. But as far as how this demon's eyes and stuff look, it's pretty cool. You can tell it's a big CGI effect, but again, it's a Syfy network, so you don't expect like amazing cinematic level special effects or anything like that. But if you're familiar with what they do and they're over the top, type of tone and style with a lot of their shows, like Z Nation and a couple others, then you'll kind of, you know, be able to withstand it a little more than other people might, I think. Another thing, this probably isn't a show for everyone. Everyone's not really going to be charmed by that same tone that they're giving off. You know, people are probably some are going to be irritated by it, but, you know, I had fun with it. It's also, well, the developer, Emily Andras, you know, she was a producer on Lost Girl, Killjoys, stuff like that, and I've seen a few episodes of Lost Girl. Yeah, I can definitely feel a vibe on the show, too, especially with Wynonna's relationship with Waverly. Yeah, I can tell how close of a bond they're going to have, and yeah, so overall, you know, it wasn't a bad premiere episode, it wasn't amazing, it wasn't incredible or anything, but, you know, it was a decent start, and you might have felt a little bit below my expectations, but, you know, I'm definitely going to, you know, watch the next few episodes. I'm not sure if I'm going to review everyone, but I'll continue watching and, you know, picking away at it as I can. You know, I'd say it's definitely worth checking out. If you're actually a fan of the graphic of the comic books, then, you know, I'd say it's worth looking at. And also, if you're kind of a fan of what Syfy sometimes does with these types of things, then, you know, you should probably check it out too. So yeah, those are my overall thoughts on it. You know, again, not really amazing to me yet, but, you know, the lead, Melanie Scrofano as Wynonna, she's definitely worth watching, and I definitely recommend checking this out to see what you think. So, before I start sounding even more repetitive, let me know what you guys thought about the premiere episode, Purgatory. Feel free to leave any comments below, and we can talk about more points to the premiere episode. Enjoy talking about any of my shows with you, so it's always a pleasure. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Add me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, MoviePilot, look for inspoiled.com. Peace.